Hello engineers and welcome to another episode of Conflict Europa, a modding episode. So we're going to take a little bit today and we're going to go through and fix some of those nasty bugs that we have found so far in Conflict Europa. And one of the things that we're also going to do is we're going to do some custom LCD stuff. So if you've ever wanted to make a custom LCD mod, a way of bringing custom images in that you can pull up on the LCDs besides, using the old mono font trick. I'm going to show you guys how to do that, and it'll be fun. We'll add a little bit to Conflict Europa, we'll fix some bugs, it's going to be a good day. So let's dive right in. So what I want to do is first we're going to find the prefabs for those stations. So I want to go to Space Engineers. This is inside my app data roaming folder. And then we're going to go to mods. We're going to go to Europa Conflict, data, prefabs, CIV. I think they're in stations. Here we go. Relay station 1 through 4. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to erase these SBC B5 files. These are the files that the game actually generates once something spawns. And we want it to reload all of these. So we don't want those things. And I accidentally created a weird one there. Okay. So I'm going to open up. This is the actual prefab file. This is what when you do a blueprint, this is what it looks like if you actually look at it in code form. So this is Relay Station 1. What I'm going to look for, though, is I want to go find, and I'm going to do a search for battery. So it's using S13 large block battery warfare block 2, which is not what that is called anymore. And this is what is causing our issues. So let me find the exact prefab name, or the exact name I need for those batteries. I need the sub ID. So if I go, is it blocks? And it's going to be, it can have a DMI block in it. I don't care if it's got that. So DMI Q blocks, DMI Q blocks battery. That's the one we're looking for. Proprietary battery large, and then there should be another one here, proprietary battery small. Okay, so this is what we're looking for. So when we did our update, that other name, that other sub ID got changed to this. So what I need to do inside of our blueprint file here is I'm just going to change this to this. Okay. And that should actually fix it. So let's go ahead and load the other ones up too, and we'll fix those as well. So once again, I'm going to go to battery. We're going to change that to that and hit save. This might have been a really easy fix. This could have been a lot more annoying. I was kind of thinking I was going to have to do something a little different here. So normally, these proprietary batteries are more than enough to keep these things working for a long time. So they don't have a reactor on them on purpose, but they need they got to have at least this battery on here. Save. And I think we got one more that we got to do here, because that's Relay Station 1, 2, 3, and then here's 4. Let's see, save. I wonder if we're going to run into that issue on anything else. I guess we're going to have to continue the playthrough and find out, because there are so many prefabs, you guys. Not counting the variations and stuff that can happen. So you can hear my dog chewing her bone in the background. Okay, so save. So hopefully that sorted those, and we can actually test it by loading up the spawn group. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to here, spawn group, relay stations, CIV relay stations. All right, and then we're going to go back to the game. So I'll take you guys with me for that. I'm going to load my wiki. I don't have every spawn command and everything all memorized. You think I would by now, but I don't. Okay. Spawn planetary installation. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Emergency.
So what I want to do, I'll delete everything here in a second. But we're going to force these guys to spawn.
Power systems offline.
Before I do that, though, let's go ahead and clear the field. Okie dokie. So if I come in here and I type / capital MES SPI for spawn planetary installation. Okay, and then I'm going to grab the name of our spawn group, which in this situation is CIV Relay Station 1. Pop that. I might need to have something spawned in. I think I have to have a little bit of a threat score. Doesn't really matter what it is. I'm just going to spawn this random frigate in. I don't even care. I just need to have something. It can even stick out of the ground. Matters not. Okay. Okay, did that spawn in? It did not spawn in. So let me go save, because I bet I know why. I'll show you here in the code. So I'm going to load up the actual, the save file from my build world here. We'll have to do the same thing once we get the other one loaded up here to fix it too. Okay, so these are all the MES keys. So it's all of the little booleans that get spawned. And these relay stations only spawn once. So see these ones here that say relay station? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear all of these. I really don't need any of these. I just don't want to clear the relations or any of the other ones there. But I can clear those. I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a save here and quick load. I will bring you guys back over to the game screen. Uh-oh. My bad. I'll have to do 2 quick loads. Luckily, it's pretty much an empty world, so it should go real fast. The reason is that I should have hit a game save first before making the changes. Because now it's just going to copy over everything I just did. Hey, take your time, TikTok. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of excited to do those LCD screens too. I got some really cool ideas for those. Okay, so I'm going to hit save. I'm going to come in here. It's going to say, do you want to reload it? I'm going to say yes, because I'm a dum-dum, and I should have saved first. So I'm going to come down here, grab all these keys that we didn't want in here yet, all the way up to fixed NPC relations. I'm going to hit save. Now I'm just going to hit reload. So this time, so what I've done is I've cleared all of the unique identity markers for those structures that keep them from spawning, I think. If it doesn't fix it, I can use another code in-game. I don't have to directly edit it, because I can clear unique spawns, and there's another one I can clear too. Static encounters or whatever, static. Shouldn't have to do that. We'll find out real quick, though. So if you are on my Steam list, as one of my friends and you see me constantly saying, I'm playing Space Engineers, I'm not playing Space Engineers, I'm playing Space Engineers, now you know why. Okay, so let's go ahead.
All systems offline.
It's gonna try to play everything here.
Greetings, Commander.
Oh, I don't really need that.
Orders from DMI Command. It appears that we have been deployed to Europa.
Okay.
A frozen moon.
So what I need to do now is, you know, I will do it in here. See, that's the start. It's active, drop off, saved, active static encounters. I want that and uniques. I'm going to clear both these keys as well. I'm going to say save.
Personnel and
Come in
civilian
here.
Russian fleet assets are being attacked by MESR forces.
Yep, stop. It's trying to replay the intro because I cleared all of those keys that tell the game to do it once, and then it creates that key. And as long as that key is there, it doesn't try to replay the intro. What do you do? So instead of using the in-game commands, I decided to go ahead and just clear it out of the sandbox file anyway. But there is a command that we can type that actually makes that go away. And then if you guys like episodes like this where we're doing some modding and stuff, let me know in the comments. I will mark the thumbnail as a modding coding or something on there.
Refuel the jetpack and you can have a juice box.
Okay.
All systems offline.
There we go. There's the relay station, and I see it.
It looks like we found a civilian relay station. The MESR is still scrambling communications. However, those Mars First purist nutjobs should put a bit more effort into their cybersecurity, and less time believing their cults we are superior bull. If you can find a way to access the station's AI data port, I can try and get us some news, or maybe even some revised orders from command. We won't be able to send any communications off-world, though. Greetings, Commander. We have updated orders from DMI Command. It appears that we have been deployed to Europa, a frozen moon orbiting Jupiter. I will start the mission brief while you join the DMI faction through.
Okay, so we know that's working. So I'm going to go ahead and reload again. I think we got those fixed. So what I need to do now is I just need to make sure that they're spawning at the right level on the planet, because sometimes when we erase those SBC B5 files, it'll make the structures spawn in the voxels at really weird like depths or heights. In fact, I think we saw that one of the mines when you very first start the game. It's like the first structure that comes in sometimes does that. It'll like spawn itself up in the air instead of in the ground like it's supposed to. So we're just going to make the other one spawn in, just so we can make sure that they're spawning properly.
Commander, I'm detecting a civilian relay station. MESR is actively
Perfect.
scrambling communications on and off of Europa. But let's be honest, that's never stopped me before, has it? If you
So
can
there's
find a
relay
way
station
to access
3.
the station's AI data port,
Looks good.
try and get us some news, or maybe even some revised orders from command. We won't be able to send any communications off-world, though.
And there's 4.
Greetings, Commander.
Looks good. It looks good. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that. So, fixed. We fixed the relay stations. So look at that. We fixed a bug. Woo! Okay. So, now what I want to do... ooh, there was another bug that needed to be fixed that we had found. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Huh. I don't remember. Okay. So next what I want to do is I'm going to have to edit my code screen here so you guys can see a little more. I'm going to close the sandbox file. What I want to do is I actually want to load a file here, and it's going to be, I have it in a folder called scripts, I believe. No, that's the scenario tools. Profile, LCD data, LCD textures. That's what I'm looking for. So this is a list of all the custom textures that are in Conflict Europa. You see there's a biohazard symbol, it's like a red alert thing. There's all sorts of things in the different factions, logos, etc. So we have that. Let me adjust my screen here, though. I'm going to try and adjust it here. So maybe it's like half and half a little bit. Or even just add a whole new overlay here. What I want is, we want to add a new one. Something that just maybe just shows the desktop. That'd be cool. Display capture. We can do that. Ooh. Isn't that spiffy? Okay, so this is going to capture my entire display, huh? All right. Well, first off, let's get it so it fits on here. And now you guys should be able to see everything I see if I did this right. Look at that. So now you can see everything that's on my screen. Isn't that terrific? All righty. So what I want to do is I'm going to open up. I got it saved on my desktop here. I'm going to go to Space Engineers, Mods. We're going to go to Conflict Europa. Let's see. Here we are. So before I go into the data folder here, what I want to do is, I believe it's in Textures, LCD images. So here are some of the different LCD images. Neato. And then are these the icons? Okay. Just trying to remember what's what in here. So this is the one I want. What I like to do is just open up an existing one, but we'll go through and look at, I'll do the biohazard one here. Open with paint.net. So it's important to use paint.net and not your other favorite editors, unless you're super familiar with exactly what you need. I know, like, I use Corel a lot. Oops, I didn't mean to tap the mic there. Unfortunately, with Corel, it doesn't want to save the files correct. But we'll get into this in just a second, because these, I think they're DDS files, I believe is what we have to turn them into. So anyway, so I have a plan here. I want to pull up, we're going to find an image that we can kind of use here. We're going to say, is it battle standard? Yeah, these flaggy things. This is what we're looking for. I just need the shape. I'd like to find one maybe that's like rippled or something on the bottom that we can use. See if there's like a clip art. I just want the general concept, the general idea. I like that. That's cool. So it kind of just comes up on the bottom, huh? All right, I think we can work with this. I like the way that this one's all torn though. That's pretty cool. That is neat, but that's not what we need. We just need I just wanted to know the general idea of a shape here. So I'm gonna go back to paint. So here's my idea. So I want to, we're just gonna draw right over the top of this thing. Let's see, I haven't used paint.net in a while. No, you're not gonna let me just do that? Ah, I see. My layer is not where I thought it was. How many layers does this thing have? Rectangle select. Boy, this thing's got a lot of layers, doesn't it? Huh. Anyway, okay, so I want to do... Let's start with a full color. I want, like, the purple color that our faction uses. I think it looks something kind of like this. Yes. Yes. Okay, and then this is shapes. Let's see. Now, is that because I already painted? Oh, okay, I think I see. Like I said, I'm trying to remember how this one worked. Let's go like this. Let's just do the shape instead of painting. Let's start with the shape. Can we do that? So solid color, line style solid, brush size, let's say 10. Let's see what that does. So what I'm trying to do is create this outline on the outside of our image here. And it's not my intention to turn this into necessarily a how to use paint.net tutorial. I'd be the wrong guy for that. So now let's see if I can go back and find my color here again. Okay. So I was thinking 2 LCD image, right? Needs to, we need an image that we can have kind of half and half on both. So this is going to be the top. All right. I need like a clip art or some kind of image I could put on here. We've been using the Roman stuff. See if I can find something cool that we could use. Let's see. Let's see. It'd be Latin for DMIS. Go to all. English to Latin translator. That did not help at all. That's not what I was thinking. That's not helping. What am I thinking here? Here we go. I think this is what I was looking for. I want the letters. So D. That's interesting. I'm probably going to mess this all up. So what happens if I say copy image? Nope, it worked. Okay, so we want to try and do this so that it goes down. And I should be able to turn this to white too. There's a way to do it. Adjustments. Well, that's an easy way to do it. I can just set its brightness all the way up. Okay. So do one. Also, I think what's kind of interesting about this too is I don't think it would be necessarily like this if it was spelled out. Because I think Latin, you read backwards or something, don't you? I don't know. I'm a noob. I'm a noob with this stuff. Okay. Adjustment. Is that what it was? Is that what I did? Black and white. What I should have did is I should have made this in my normal paint program first and then came over here. Plus, I don't know if I actually like that. Let's see if we can make it work just as, just to kind of get going here. I want DDS, which is going to be this one. So it's going to be like this. We're going to say battle standard dash top. Okay. And then I'm going to say BC1 linear DXT1, error diffusion, medium, perceptual. I'm going to say okay. I'm going to tell it it's okay to flatten it. Okay, and then it saved it. So I'm going to undo the flatten so we can come back to spin this thing around, because this is what we're going to do here. I'm going to go this. I'm trying to remember what the button is to oh, there it is. Except I'm not grabbing the right thing. Grab this layer. Spin it. Yep. There we go. Now we want to fix it because we want the bottom to be a little bit different, though. So what I want to do is, let's see, I'm going to grab another shape. No. Okay, I need a new layer. That's what I need. I'm going to grab this shape again. We need this color. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Be back to this layer. Grab the shape. And I'm going to go like this. We're going to go like this. Just like that. Right on. And then what I want to do, actually, I'm going to grab the eraser. Make sure I'm on the right layer here too. Okay, get off of that. It's the eraser, right? You gonna let me erase? There we go. I'm sure that there would have been a way easier way to do this. In fact, I know there is. Because can't I just... Nope. Well, kinda. Let's go back to my shape tool here again. No, 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 that's not what I wanted. Okay, actually, I could just go... If I merge this down, how do I merge layers? It's been a long time since I've used this. Merge layer down. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Give me this wand. No, you're not going to be cool enough to do that? Thank you. And then now I'll grab the selection tool here. See if I can grab this bottom layer just like this. Cool. Look at that. That's what I want. All right. Save as. Once again, we're going to save as a DDS file here. So this was my top. So I'm going to go like this. And we're going to say BTM. Save. Same settings. I'm going to say OK on this one. I'm going to tell it's OK to flatten. And then we're going to give this a shot here. So what I want to do is I'm going to close out of this. We're going to open this guy up. We're going to be adding 2 new textures. Okay, which are going to be these guys. I'm going to open my folder up. Let's grab the name of the top one here first. You don't have to do it this way. I like doing it, going to rename and copying the name. I usually do that because if I have a typo or something, it makes it so I don't cost myself trouble later. Let's open this up. Same thing. I'll go to rename, Control C, so I can grab that name. And then we'll go to here and here. So I'm just changing the name of what I copied. But it'll look just like this. LCD texture definition. It'll say the name of the file. This is what it's going to look like in the game. And then this is the path to the texture. Just like this. And then I'm going to save this. Sweet. And you know what I'll do, just to help you guys out, is I will grab this whole file. Copy. We're going to say new. Paste a new one. I'll make a sample that we can paste in the description for you guys. That way, if you want to play around with it, you can. This is just the 2 files that we just created. And then I have a folder inside texture. So I have my main mod folder, and then I have a folder called textures, and then another folder called LCD images. It's a big mod, so I got a lot of subfolders. But you could do your folders however you want to, but it is outside the data folder. So I'll show you guys that in a second. But this is what maybe for the purpose of this, I will say that's fine. I'm just gonna leave it like this. But you guys can use this. This will help you out a little bit. But I'll save this to my desktop. Make sure that I get it moved over. See, desktop, LCD sample. Groovy. Okay. So I've saved this. So now what I want to do, just to see if that actually worked like it's supposed to, is I'm going to go ahead and exit all the way out of the game. And then we'll go back into the game here. As soon as it's done doing its soft stop, you guys can see all my games. I never hit stop unless I absolutely have to. I always let it do its thing. Okay. So we're going to go back into the game. So you want to go all the way out of the game and back in to make sure that it loads those textures properly, because sometimes it does not. Okay, so what we'll do is, I don't want to necessarily load my real game. I think we can. I think it'll be okay to go into our real game here for a second, because we already have a poll set up that's got 2 transparent little dealies on it. Now we're sitting here waiting again. I can probably full screen this real quick. But yeah, so what we're going to do is I'll just fly back over to the base real quick, and we'll see if we can find our new banner option in there. Let's see what it looks like in the game. It should just be a colored banner at the moment, which is cool. That could be cool on its own because we can add our own text. Okay, let's make sure I'm not in that. I'm just going to teleport since we're just modding today. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Outpost construction facility, teleport, player control. Give me that. I don't want to run out of stuff here, so I'm going to go into admin mode here. Okay, so you can see we have a poll set up. And then we got 2 of the hologram, the holo displays going, right? So what I want to do, so I'm going to come in here. It's already in text and images. It's set to do the DMI logo. Let's remove that. And let's see if our new one actually showed up in here. There it is. Top, add selection. Right on. I don't know if that changed anything. Okay, and then we're going to go to this guy, text and images, and we're going to say bottom. It might be upside down. Okay, let me remove that. Whatever it is. Yep. We're not actually trying to play right now. So I'm going to go to rotation. Spin it around. Look, we did it. Check it out. That's actually really cool. That was not, that looks pretty neat. I like that a lot, actually. And then what we could do with this little banner that we've made here is I could go to edit text and I could say DM, right? We'll go like that. You'll see DM in there. I can say font size. I can make them fairly big with just a little bit of space like that. Right? It's already set to center. And then I can come on to this one and we could say IS maybe. If it's not going to be weirded out from being upside down. Doesn't look like it. Okay, and then I can take my font size. I could go big. Okay, so that's font. I might have to do center. So the only problem is that it put it down. I wonder if I could fix that. Did it move it up or did it move it like way off this grid? I think it moved it way off. Come down here a little bit. That'll help me see a little better. There it goes. Okay, so I just need to adjust my spacing a little bit, or my font size, actually. All right, so let's see. Text size, we'll do that. We'll come down to 5.5. So we'll say 5.5. It looks like we're still in it. Let's try 5. No, it just hasn't moved yet until I hit OK. Ah. 5. There we go. Okay, so now this one is a little too high. Okay, I mean, so there's different ways that we could work that. Another thing I could do is I could come in here and remove this part. And I could put my DMIS logo back in here. Oh, no, it's not going to let me do logo on top of logo, is it? Crap, I thought I had it figured out. I did not. Let's see. Remove. And then I want battle standard top. Now I got to get rid of some terror drones real quick. Okay. So I might need to do something a little different, but that is cool. That is how we do it. That's how we get things in there. Why don't we try to see if we can make that a little darker, because it looks a little pink to me right now. So let me open the other one up here too. That way we have both of them. I'm just going to grab this here. Here's our purple. We're going to go way darker. I mean, that's almost in the blue territory. Maybe just a little bit more purple. Let's try that. Right? And then all I should have to do is just hit save on both of these. We'll say save as just to be on the safe side, because I noticed it didn't pull up the prompt. And then I don't think it's going to replace it if I just reload. I'll try, because I'm pretty sure it is going to make me pull all the way out and back in. So we'll see what happens here. It might make me go all the way back out and back in. I'm hoping it won't. Sometimes it does, though. Yeah, it's going to. Let me try. Set it to something different for a second, and then I'll come back. Try to put that bottom back in here. Yeah, no, it didn't change. So I'm going to exit to the main menu, and then I'll exit out of the game and come back in. While it's doing that, though, I kind of, I want to put like, I don't know, like a skull or something. Is there a cool, let's see. Free. We want to make sure that I'm not stealing something, since it is going into the game here. Usage, right. Okay. Let's see. Is there any cool looking ones that are standing out? That's kind of cool. If it's actually transparent, that would be cool. Let's see. Yeah, because that was a good one, but let's see. I don't see it now. Of course, I don't see it now. Ooh, that one's kind of neat. So is that one. It does not look like it's transparent, though. Transparent background. Come on. Make this easy for me. This doesn't look like it's transparent, though. I don't want to go through all that. I just want to grab it from here and be good. Good grief, look at that. That's quite a statement. That's an interesting one, too. I just want transparent right from Google here. I don't want to mess with things. Okay, that one's quite crazy. That actually might suit our build just fine. Let's see if I can actually just save it from here. I don't know if I can open a scalable in Paint. Let's find out. Where did that go? Probably not a good sign. If I can't grab anything, I don't even see it in there. Oh, okay. It's a PNG. All right, well, that's fine. All right, so let's try this again. PNG. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to reverse it. So I'm going to open up. How come that doesn't want to open up? I don't know if you guys noticed that, but every time I try to open brightness and contrast, I can do it like this too. There we go. So just by doing some extremes in the brightness and contrast, I'm able to make it turn white from black. It's just a simple, easy way to do it. Keep canvas size, please. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually resize this. So here's the trick. I want this thing to sit kind of in the middle or to be two-piece. I could go like this. It looks about in the middle. And then let me open. I got to go back to our folder here. So I'm going to go back into your mods. Let's see, Conflict Europa. Nope, not data. Textures, LCD image. Now I want faction logos. Okay, give me this one. What I want to do is I'm going to copy this. And we're going to say, paste this a new layer. We're going to resize it a little bit. Because I want the whole thing to fit. Like so. And then maybe we can get away with our brightness contrast trick again here. Might have to run it more than once. There we go. That's kind of interesting how it did the block shadowing like that too, huh? Okay, so let me grab this. We want this to be super bright too. Adjustment. Yeah, I mean, that honestly, I think that'd probably work. So let's try. You know what else I could do? I could probably try and see if I can match it out a little bit. Okay. So let's say save as. DDS. Save. Yes. Yes. Flatten is fine for right now. As soon as it flattens it, I can unflatten it. Save as. DDS. Save. Yes. There's my prompt. Go ahead and flatten it, and then I'll unflatten it. Just does it so I can save it real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out here. I'm going to go back into the game again. This time when I go back into the game, we should see that same flag up there, except it should show our little skull and the DMI logo in there, which is kind of cool. I like that. So here we go. I should have done maybe even a drop shadow on this too. Whoops. Okay, so I'm just going to reload this. Let's see if it actually went in there. So we fixed the problem with the relay stations. I will go ahead and remove the relay station instances from our main play file here. I'll have to be careful not to pull. Well, I will have to reset the statics, but the only statics that we have in right now are the CIV outpost, so that should be okay. It's probably gonna try and replay the stupid intro, but I'll just let it play through before I hit record. That way you guys don't have to hear it again. But that should fix the relay station issue, and we should see relay stations again like we're supposed to, which is good. And hopefully it works. Look at that. Okay, I just got to take the text out. That is pretty cool, you guys. So we have created a transparent, because this is all hologram. We created a transparent battle standard using some free clip art that we found for the skull and our DMI logo. That is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. That is pretty freaking cool. I might even make that a permanent change. I don't know. It could probably be a little darker since it's so bright. But that's pretty cool. And we could actually do that same thing. Let's see if I come over here. So we should technically be able to do that on these too. So we'll try it on a normal one so we can see what it looks like here. Here's the top. Oh, it looks really good on the regular ones, doesn't it? And here's the bottom. Oh my goodness. Come on, you guys. That looks terrific. I could literally drape those around inside a base. We'll try it on one more thing. We got like 3 minutes left here. I need a small grid to play around with here. Look at that. I got 2 displays right here that we can swap out. So right now they're on an app. I'll set them to text and images. We'll say top. Okay, and same thing. Text images. And bottom. All right. All right, it looks cool. It looks cooler than I thought it did. I don't even think I need to really adjust anything. That's pretty awesome. But that's it. That's how we do that. So one of the things that would be even cooler is if I did maybe, so all this was purple, where everything is white is purple, and then the DMI logo was a regular DMI logo with this edging still in here. That might be another fun way to do it. Maybe I'll do some more of them. But anyway, hopefully you guys were able to follow along there. Remember, if you do try it and it doesn't seem like it's showing up in game like it's supposed to, all you got to do is go and exit the game all the way and then come back, and then you'll be fine. It'll show up. But that's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with that. That makes me smile. So I could even create a whole bunch of different standards. Now looking at it now, it might even be kind of cool. Whoa. That was one of those CIV fleet ships passing in front of the sun. That was pretty wicked. Anyway, if you guys like this episode and you want more content like the modding stuff or whatever, like I said, let me know in the chat. Make sure you click like on the video, subscribe to the channel. When we come back, we'll get to more playthrough stuff. And then maybe we'll do some more of these battle stands. That's really cool. I had a lot of fun doing that. That was fun. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one.